Brayden, nice to meet you, bro. Oh, is it? Oh, you're a Green Ranger fan. All right. Take card?
Hey, I'm Brayden Duncan, and I am Clockwork Art. And I'm based out of Seattle, in Chicago for the weekend. You guys have got to subscribe to Raze Chaos.
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and you came back on a Wednesday. And you know what happens on a Wednesday. Raze loves his Wednesdays because Raze has got another comic book cover going on right now. And yeah, you know, last week we had Wolverine cover, who is the most cover-made character of that they've done so far, and it was only fitting that Raze looped around and brought you the second character that they've made the most comic covers of, and that would be Spider-Man. It kind of makes sense that they keep pumping these Spider-Man out because he is the flagship's character as far as Marvel goes, but it just makes me wonder. Come on, DC. DC, we need more. You know, you know, it was always a big joke that I don't generally do Marvel characters on make a lot of Marvel videos for that matter, primarily because I can't stand bobbleheads, and that's what Funko makes the bobbleheads. All of Marvel's even the mystery minis tend to be bobbleheads, and it drives me crazy. I was so excited when I was able to do the sodas because the sodas weren't bobbleheads, and I got super excited because Star Wars was coming too, and I was like, ooh, well, maybe those won't be bobbleheads. Yes, they were freaking bobbleheads. That's why you don't see sodas on here. And so I've been able to do Marvel, have not been able to do the Star Wars covers because not only are they bobbleheads, of course, but even the shape of the boxes, they're thicker, they're misshapen a little bit, shaped differently compared to this. I call misshapen because I'm so used to how the regular comic covers go. Yeah, it's like, can we please just have Star Wars crap? Star Wars stuff of any kind. That would be lovely. I would appreciate it. You would appreciate it, and the whole world would be made better. But yeah, as opposed to having numerous Batman and Superman comic book covers going on, we primarily have Spider-Man and Wolverine covers. Which, you know, they've made a couple of good ones of the Wolverines. He's not one of my favorite characters, but, like, they have, like, done a good job with most of the covers they've done so far. And Spider-Man is no exception. Thankfully, they're able to do a lot with Spider-Man as far as just, you know, after they did the first appearance, they were able to do a couple of him in black costume, regular black costume, one symbiote costume. Yeah, they've managed to do it. They've done some Miles Morales. So with Spider-Man, it has been varied quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and put this guy away and talk about this Peter Parker Spider-Man. Okay, so this is Amazing Spider-Man #1. It was a relaunch of the previous one, obviously. What makes this significant is this happened in 2014. This was right after the Superior Spider-Man saga, in which Dr. Octopus essentially did a full-on mind transference into Peter Parker and was able to take over. And to prove that he was better than Peter Parker, instead of, you know, suddenly he's in the hero's body, he can do whatever he wants. No, he just basically becomes a better Spider-Man than Peter Parker was. And kind of, because there was like some remnant of Peter Parker still in his head. So he was basically able to gloat to Peter Parker that, hey, look, I'm better at this than you are. And obviously, that whole, I won't go into the whole story and how they were separated again, because that would be a huge spoiler for that entire storyline. But this is the aftermath where they gave a new Amazing Spider-Man #1 new series. It's Peter Parker in Peter Parker's body again, and he is really celebrating with this this cover. It's really great. It's a classic, just Spider-Man swinging and loving life, and I love how they got. I love that they, were able to see it. The mask doesn't quite look right in his hand as opposed to compared to the cover, but they got the pose right. They got the translucent webs, which are really cool because they even tried to get some of the spaghetti webbing to look exactly the way it was on the cover. But they really are able to do a lot with this. And of course there's a little stand, so he is flying. He is in that awkward backwards arch, I guess you'd say. It does kind of kill that they don't have mouths because you can't see it. And in a good situation, as far as I'm concerned, the fact that the Pop's eyes are just regular Pop eyes and they are black, because on the cover, I'll be honest, Peter Parker looks a little bit cross-eyed on this cover. But other than that, it's a beautiful cover. I think it's Hubert Ramos is the cover artist on this one, and I gotta say he does excellent work. He works a lot with Marvel characters. I know he's done the Avengers. I know he's done a lot of Spider-Man, and he is definitely a comic book artist worth watching. And that just makes this all the more enjoyable. But yeah, another Spider-Man to add to the collection. I'm thinking about starting to number Wolverine and Spider-Man covers as they come out, because it's it's getting a little out there. I mean, they've done a lot of. I think they've done like 3 or 4 Thor covers. Immediately went to like 2 with Magneto. But like, yeah, it's just the amount of covers that Wolverine and Spider-Man have gotten. I would hate to be a Wolverine or Spider-Man specific cover collector, or a collector, because obviously I get all the comic book covers as they come out, because that's what I enjoy. But if you're just a Wolverine collector and you're just like, oh, I've got to go hunt down another cover, I don't normally get covers. It's like, well, you kind of do now if you're a Wolverine fan or Spider-Man. You're kind of stuck. They've roped you into that. Welcome to the club. Happy to have you. If you enjoy these comic book covers and you want to see just how many Spider-Man and Wolverine covers that they've put out, I do have a playlist where I put all the covers that I get into that. And yeah, if you just want to watch the Spider-Man covers, there are plenty in there to watch because they keep going with them. But it's plenty of Spider-Man, plenty of Wolverine, and related characters, so you get a good variety, and I talk about all of them. And yeah, another Spider-Man for the collection. I'm going to go ahead and let you go now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, it'll be in a playlist, so you go ahead, check out more if you want to. I always love when I check the analytics. I can always kind of tell when I see a cover that I haven't just posted get a view, and it's never just one. It usually boom, boom, boom turns into more, and it's like, oh, somebody else is going down that rabbit hole. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here now. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'm repeating myself, but never forget, the life is full of odd moments. You never know when you're gonna be defined.